Okay, this is take two. I I use XSplit, okay, as my streaming, and it did an update, and when it did, it reset my microphone in a way that caused this huge echo, and I apologize for that. So if you watch that once, and all of a sudden I'm back on again, here we are again, and so I didn't do as long of a lead in this time, so I'm just gonna let it ride. So it's but you know what can you do? I mean, it's live. What do you expect? I mean, I couldn't hear it as I went in there to do an edit to edit out the long lead. It was like a minute and a half and I got rid of that. So okay. So and then all of a sudden I'm checking out the sound and I've got this echo and I'm like, oh man, I know what causes that. So anyway, so I fixed that and so we're back. And somebody's back. Oh yay! I got a watch already. I had two earlier, but that's okay. If the other one comes back, that's great. And you know when you're watching these things, if especially a live stream, if you're watching it and the sound's messed up, it's actually something I can fix on the fly. And like right here is your echo. You're hearing this gnarly echo right now, and now it should be gone. So if you can still hear an echo, let me know if the sound's messed up. I don't like to have messed up sound. I think to me, actually, more important than the video is that I'm messing with this thing a lot because, anyway, to me, one of the big things about a video is if the sound's good, then it is good. Okay. And because, I mean, you can have really bad video quality. You can have grainy, dark, stupid stuff behind, as long as it's not a mess or a pit and it doesn't look unhealthy. And if you have good sound, you're going to be all right. But if you have bad sound and maybe the sound's not synced to your mouth, so it's like it's like a really bad dubbing job. If you have things like that, people aren't going to be interested in. I don't want to watch it. I mean, I'm okay so long as the sound is okay. 3/4 of what I do on YouTube, when I'm watching YouTube, I'm not actually watching it. I'm just listening to it because I listen to a lot of commentary. So anyway, so that's what we're doing here. We're redoing this because of that. So one of the things I talked about before, I kind of want to get in there. So again, so if you watch this once, I'm sorry, but hopefully at least I'll phrase it differently. I did a video. I'm a little behind. I missed a day here and there with the readings because I've been starting another channel, and the channel is called Live to Explore. LIV the number 2 XPLORE is Live to Explore. You might have seen me kind of flash it up on the screen a couple of times on some of my other videos. And it's just it's kind of a dumping ground right now. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I know it's not going to be as religious. It's not going to be 100% religious in nature, much like this one is a Bible reading, and very, 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 very about my Christian walk. Whereas the other one is going to be less about that, but it has some other stuff in there. It's going to have some of it, but not as much. So it's lacking direction right now, but it's there. There's about 8 videos up, but the recent one I did yesterday, posted it last night, had to do with what it's like to live with a disabled person in your life. And in this case, I mean, the disabled person is my wife, and she wasn't always disabled. She was, she had a stroke, which put her in the wheelchair, has affected her life dramatically. She has real tough time talking and reaching for words a lot. Sometimes, she can get more out than others. And it's a part of life. It's a part of our life, and so I did a little, it's something different. And I think it might have a certain theme on the other channel, but I posted that to both channels and just trying to kind of mingle them together a little bit. Then I also want to talk about VidMe. VidMe is another platform that it's much newer. It's only a couple of years old, and so compared to YouTube that gets 500 hours every minute uploaded to it. Okay, VidMe has a much lower. So the result is the fact that it's much easier to get noticed on VidMe. And so I'm at VidMe, and well, here at this point, I have 53 subscribers on YouTube. On VidMe, I'm sitting on 99 as of this morning, 99 followers on VidMe, and so it's growing much faster there. And so there's a few more like-minded Christians that I've encountered there. And I'm sure there's some not like-minded Christians on there that I haven't. Some I haven't. But that's okay, because as long as we have that core of what we are as Christians, that Jesus died for us and died for our sins and have sanctified us to God the Father, and so long as we have that aspect, there's all those little things. You know what? This is right in my face. Let's see if I can do this. I don't know if I'll get it, but it's not going to work out. Not as bad. Okay, so this thing here was right over my face, which might not bother you, but it was bugging me. So anyway, so long as we have that, I mean, there's all these little dogmatic things that we can overlook. I mean, and that's something I think that we as Protestants are pretty good at, to a certain extent. I think we and here's the funny thing is, there seems to be kind of an ongoing battle between Catholics and Protestants that has been raging for since Martin Luther, and so this is an aspect of faith that's kind of difficult to get past, and I'd like to say this is an invitation to anybody who with a curiosity in our faith, or who, whether you're Catholic or whether you're Protestant, or heck, let's send it out there to the Mormons and the Jehovah's Witnesses, that let's talk about the differences in what we believe. Many things we believe are very, very consistent. Some things are not. But let's talk about it. So anyway, now I'm just rambling again. And like I said, my rambling has changed. So something I should have fixed that I didn't is I put in the title Ayin, and it's Ayin with an N. It's not Ayin with an M. But we're doing in Psalm 119. We've been marching through it for several days now. And we are up to verse 113, and we're going through 128 today. We're doing Semekh and Ayin. Did I pronounce that right? If there's anybody who is fluent in Hebrew, did I pronounce that right? Because these are just letters of the alphabet. I've never taken any seminary, so I don't know. So if you're aware of it, let me know. I am kind of checking over here. I'm checking for any comments over here on my live chat. And I do have one person watching. So say hi if you're willing to. Semekh, verse 113. I hate double-minded men, but I love your law. You are my refuge and my shield. I have put my hope in your word. Away from me, you evildoers, that I may keep the commands of my God. Sustain me according to your promise, and I will live. Do not let my hopes be dashed. Uphold me, and I will be delivered. I will always have regard for your decrees. You reject all who stray from your decrees. For their deceitfulness is in vain. All the wicked of the earth you discard like dross. Therefore, I love your statutes. My flesh trembles in fear of you. I stand in awe of your laws. And Ayin, we continue. I have done what is righteous and just. Do not leave me to my oppressors. Ensure your servant's well-being. Let not the arrogant oppress me. My eyes fail looking for your salvation, looking for your righteous promise. Deal with your servant according to your love, and teach me your decrees. I am your servant. Give me discernment that I may understand your statutes. It is time for you to act, O Lord. Your law is being broken because I love your commands more than gold, more than pure gold. And because I consider all your precepts right, I hate every wrong path. Here's the reading of the Lord. Thanks be to God. So what do we learn about in here? I hate double-minded men. The world is full of those. Double-minded men might be somebody who, maybe in your own church, somebody who, goes out and parties it really hard on Saturday and then goes to church on Sunday morning. And we all know those people. Or maybe people who are, one thing at church and definitely a very different thing Monday through Friday. And we all do that to a certain extent, unfortunately. But the question is a consistency there. So there's that. And I've done what is righteous and just. Do not leave me to my oppressors. And just pleading to God, saying, I'm doing what you want. Please help me out with these things. Please help me with these things. Now, King David was dramatically affected by people, being on top, wanting to pull him down and be above him. And there were a lot of people, he dealt with a lot of that. And I think politicians today will tell you the same thing. Most assuredly, Donald Trump will tell you that kind of thing. And we heard it from President Obama at the time too, when he was president. And I don't recall, goes back quite a few years. But did George W. Bush complain about it? I don't think he did. So that's a question. So this is a thing of leaders that have to deal with this, frequently. And President Trump is no different, of course. He's very, very vocal about the issues that he runs into. President Obama was not as vocal about it, but definitely he ran across a lot of issues of people, trying to pull him down. And we know that, President Bush Jr. also had, a lot of people trying to pull him down. Now, I don't recall him complaining about it anywhere near as much as as I hear these days, or even the past 8 years. So he took it, I think, more gracefully. I think Bush Jr. took it very, very gracefully. So anyway, what did you think about the reading today? I did pick up another watcher. I'll be posting this onto YouTube because I think this. I'll have to check the sound, make sure the sound didn't go wonky. It sounded like this before, therefore I deleted it. Hopefully this is a fix. This is supposed to be a fix for it. I'm going to go back and review it on the computer real quick and find out if it's worth it. I want to talk real briefly before we go. VidMe is a community as well that I've mentioned it before, but we over there it's a much smaller community, so it's a much tighter community. I encourage anybody who is on YouTube to check it out because there's people who are exclusive to VidMe. That are over there that are putting out some really, really good stuff. And is it the future for you of the future YouTube? I'm not going to say that. There's people that get over there and they think they're going to be treated like princes and they aren't. So they leave. It turns out you still have to put the work in there too. But the support isn't where somebody's. One of the, what do they have? 5-6 people working at VidMe, and it turns out that they're not going to run out and run to your house, knock on your door and ask you to, what you need. This affects people. But you do get better attention there. That's for sure. You get better visual, better discovery. I am on the cusp of that 100 followers over there at VidMe, and when I say over there, I know the people who are watching it at VidMe saying I'm watching it over here. So here at VidMe, so in honor of that, I'm on 99 followers right now, and so I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do to celebrate that 100th follower on VidMe. And I've been thinking about writing a song of some sort and putting it out there and seeing, being a VidMe exclusive. Now I'm not, as if you've heard me play music, I'm not that great, and it's okay. If you've heard me sing, you realize there's a reason why I talk on YouTube. However, I will put the effort forth, and because it really is an honor that there's even 100 people that are remotely interested in hearing what I have to say. Between YouTube, VidMe, and my other YouTube channel, I have somewhere around 160 followers, and that really is incredible to me. I look forward to more growth in the future. So it's Saturday. I have other things in life to do, so I'll get going. And you guys have a great day, and God bless you.